What is going on, guys? I want to quickly show you where I found the helicopter in Battlefield 5's Firestorm, and then show you guys at the end of the video the objective I completed to pick up the V-1 rocket. Now, to start off with the helicopter, I have two locations so far that I've seen the helicopter spawn at. I'm sure there's more, but I'm just going to try to give you the first two that I've seen so far. One of them, which is the first one here, that I've had spawned 3 out of 3 times since I've been at this location. The other location I'll talk about in a second. This location is right by Frigaden, and it's just a little bit off to the right here on the map. You'll see some buildings there, so you want to place your marker, and it'll just make it very easy for you when you drop out the airplane. When you're dropping in towards this marker, you don't have to be completely exact because it's actually pretty easy to find, as there is a giant tower right there next to where the helicopter is placed at. So yeah, it's easy for you when you're diving in. You'll be able to see the giant tower right in front of you, and then you're going to just follow right around where these buildings are at, and you're going to see the helicopter just going to be right there around the sandbags. So that's the spot I found the helicopter 3 out of 3 times so far. Now the second one I found is right next to Oldenburg on the opposite side of the road that's zigzagging here on the map. Again, it's in more of those little buildings, and you're gonna have to place another of the little markers there, so when you're jumping out you get the general idea. Again, in this case, there's gonna be one of those massive towers there, so you'll be able to spot it pretty easily. And you'll see here eventually, right when I start dropping down, that this situation here, you won't actually see the helicopter spawned in this game. But then I'll show you quickly here on another game where there was actually a player who actually beat me to it, and he was diving down and he was able to get to the helicopter before me. So it does appear that it doesn't allow it to spawn in the exact location every time, but there are 2 locations that I'm aware of right now. I'll be sure to be looking out for other locations, and if I'm able to find out hopefully where all of these helicopter spawns are at, I might do another video. So do check the annotations on the top, or check the comments down below, because maybe it might be an easier way of doing this and just pointing out a little map for people to have a link towards to where they can see where all these spawns are at. I do want to say quickly, it does appear that these giant towers play somewhat a role in finding these helicopters, as the only times I found them has been right by one of these massive towers. But do keep that in mind, that not every time the helicopter is going to spawn in the location that you might have found it before. So I think I've gotten lucky to find it in that one location 3 out of 3 times. I'm not expecting that to happen every single time, as you can see in that one second location I found, that it didn't show up there every single time for me. So again, do consider that when you are dropping in. But let's move on quickly to how I got the V-1 rocket. Now, there's different objectives you can complete on the map, like unlocking bunkers, saves, and capturing objectives. I know that the V-1 rocket has been said to be one of, or if not the rarest item you can find, so I wouldn't be surprised if the only way you can find this is by doing one of these objectives and seeing if you can spawn it there. In my case, it spawned while I was capturing a territory after I capped it, so it spawned for me right there on the ground. Now, it's not going to spawn specifically in this location every time. I'm just trying to help you guys out on the possibilities of where it could be spawning. So, for instance, now that we know it spawns while capping objectives, you may want to chance capping these objectives now, knowing that it's possible to have the V-1 rocket spawn there. I haven't found it in a safe or a bunker yet. The bunkers seem to be a bit more centered around vehicles, so I'm not even sure if it's possible for it to spawn down there. The safes, however, seem plausible, as I have unlocked a safe and there have been some pretty high tier loot in there. But again, this is just me speculating. What I know from my experience is you can definitely find the V-1 rocket while capturing an objective. But the other areas are just me speculating right now. So be sure to check the comments down below, and I will leave notes down there if I find the V-1 rocket by doing maybe another objective, or by maybe just finding it around the map. I'll be sure to let you guys know down there. And if you guys have experience finding the V-1 rockets in other places, do let me know so I can make note of that in the comments above, to give us a little bit of an idea of the possibilities of where the V-1 rocket can spawn at. But hopefully that helps you guys out. It is day 1 of Firestorm, and the map is massive, so I wish I could be more comprehensive than I'm being right now, but that's just kind of how it is. It's kind of rough right now. We're just in the early days, so hopefully as we progress progress and the community gets all involved, we can find more answers to all of these questions that we're having. So, but hopefully that helps you guys out again. Appreciate you guys being here. I am Livin. I'll catch you guys again later.